Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I wanted to really quickly talk about the books that I'm planning on taking on the later half of the year. I never do TBRs, and if I do, I fail miserably at them. So you have seen that I have done very few TBRs on my channel. I'm a very moody reader, so they never work for me. However, I do always have some kind of idea of the books that I really want to read next and that are on my priority. So let's quickly get started. The first book that I want to mention is The Secret History by Donna. I think that this is a staple in booktube, and people talk about it, and people talk about how amazing this book is. I believe it follows a group of students, a very small group of students that are influenced by this professor to do weird maybe criminal things. I know that it involves a murder, so you can already see maybe the degree to which these students go. But yeah, this is a very sort of dark academia book, and I am excited to read it. I know that it's a slow read, but I kind of do enjoy those building up, character-driven, kind of, again, slow-paced books. So I think that I will really enjoy this one. The next book that I want to read is Villette by Charlotte Bronte. I really enjoyed Jane Eyre. It's one of my favorite books ever. So I have really been eyeing Charlotte Bronte's other works, and I'm kind of hesitant because I enjoyed Jane Eyre so much, and some people say that this book is even better than Jane Eyre. So I am kind of excited but also scared because I feel like I'm going to this book with very high expectations. But yeah, I believe it follows a woman who just moves to another part of England, and she wants to start over, and she strives for independence, and I believe that she's also a teacher. I don't really think that this follows a romance, but yeah, I am excited to read it, and it looks pretty big. I think this is even bigger than Jane Eyre, so I'm excited, and I will let you guys know what I think of it. The next classic that I want to talk about and that I want to read pretty soon is Kindred by Octavia E. Butler. I read Parable of the Sower last year and I loved it. It was one of those kind of eye-opening books, or just really interesting books that I think about once in a while and that kind of stick with me. So I really want to read her other works, and I believe that this follows a woman who can time travel. However, she time travels to the 1815, where of course in America there is still slavery and people that have been enslaved, so she's assumed to be one of those people. So it's kind of, it feels like it's going to be very dark. Parable of the Sower was a dark book, but I'm really excited to see what Octavia Butler writes in this book. The other book that I want to read is Dune. As you can see, there's kind of a pattern here of classics. I think this is a sci-fi classic, or at least it's treated that way. And the reason that I want to read this book is because Timothée Chalamet is going to be doing a movie on this book. The movie is coming out, I think, by the end of the year, so I really want to read it. I'm not really sure what this is about. Don't know anything. I'm gonna go into it not knowing much, but it's huge. So yeah, I am on hold for the audiobook of this book, and yeah, I'm excited to kind of read them both as I do with Game of Thrones, and I mentioned that in my previous video as well. So yeah, I'm excited for this one. Let me know if you know what it is about and if it's worth it, because it's huge. The next book that I really want to read is The Water Dancer by Tanaha. This book is very talked about, mostly because Oprah featured it in her book club, her newest book club, which is on Apple TV, I believe. So I don't really know what this is about, but I know that it's well loved and it's a very impactful book, so I'm really excited to get to this one, and I'm pretty sure that it will happen really soon for me, because again, I am really excited to read all of these books. And last but not least, we have Loisona by Romina Garber. This arrived last week and I'm really excited to get to it. It's one of those books that just kind of wasn't in my radar, and yet it just fell upon me, and the blurb, not the blurb, but the summary seems very interesting. It follows this girl who is being persecuted by her father's crime family, and we get to see how she dives into the underworld of, is it New York City? I think it's New York City. Let me see. Miami, I'm sorry. But we get to see how she dives into the underworld of Miami, which is inspired by Argentinian folklore and mythology. So I'm really excited to see how these elements of Latin American culture are just woven into the story. So yeah, I'm really excited for this one. And the cover again is beautiful. So yeah. So those were all the books that I wanted to talk about today. Please let me know if you have any that you have already read and that you have very strong opinions about. I am excited to see just what you guys think, and hopefully I will be updating you about these books as my wrap-ups continue to, as I upload my wrap-ups. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys with the next video. Bye!